Hello everyone. Today in this video we will be learning about the differences between acquired and inherited traits. So when we talk about inherited traits, these are the traits that will be mostly developed due to changes in the DNA. So if the DNA is undergoing changes in the germ cells or the reproductive cells, those traits we call them as inherited traits. On the other hand, when we talk about acquired traits, these are the traits that are developed due to the response to the environment. Like we will be responding towards the environment, maybe sometimes due to hot temperatures around us, or due to the sunlight, or to the cold temperatures, or sometimes when we talk with our friends, or the hobbies that we are developing due to our friends and all. So these all characteristics that we are developing, we call them as acquired traits. So inherited traits are generally the characteristics that are developed due to the changes in the genes or the germ cells or the DNA. Acquired traits are the traits that are developed due to the changes in response to the environment. Now, when we talk about inherited traits, as they are changes in the genes, they can be passed to next offspring. So you can see here father is having a big nose and mother is having the bushy eyebrows, and the son is getting both the characteristics from the parent. So such kind of traits that can be passed from one generation to another is called as an inherited trait. So inherited traits can be passed from the generations to another generation. On the other hand, you see acquired traits, they cannot be passed because they are just hobbies. There are no changes in the DNA. Like suppose if we take, there is a person who is playing football, very good at playing football, or maybe he is very good at singing. It need not be passed to the next progeny because that's not a change in the DNA or that's not a change in the germ cells. So inherited traits can be passed to the progeny, whereas acquired traits cannot be passed to the progeny. Now, because they are getting passed to the progeny, inherited traits can actually direct evolution of new species, whereas acquired traits will never direct any kind of evolution of new species. Now we'll see some examples of acquired and inherited traits. So acquired traits, you can see they may be good at singing, or they may be good at playing any musical instruments, or they may be good at skipping, or they may be good at any sports activities. It depends. So such kind of hobbies or such kind of characteristics that they are acquiring during the lifetime can all belong to acquired traits. On the other hand, when we talk about inherited traits, you can see the image here. Freckles. Freckles are like dotted spots on the skin. So freckles is actually an inherited trait. And there is a child who which is not having freckles. Similarly, we have dimples on our cheeks. So dimple cheeks, that is also a kind of inherited trait. Sometimes our earlobes, for some people it is attached, for some people it is free. So these all are the inherited traits that are developed and they can be even passed to the next generation. So that's all for today. These are the differences between acquired and inherited traits. Thank you.